with a bare hand or both hands. Well, he tried to go with the glove, dropped it again, and that allowed the runner to score, go an extra 90 feet. Those are just little things that need polishing.
So the walk hurts Glasnow, and the Dodgers trail 1-0. There's strike one thrown to Addison Barger, the cleanup hitter and the third baseman. Well, we made mention of it in the pregame show. It wasn't by accident. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., yes, 1 for 7 the first 2 games of the series. But he sees Glasnow well. Strike 2 on a foul ball from Barger. After that RBI double, Guerrero in his career against the Dodgers starter has reached 10 out of 19 plate appearances. He's got 6 hits, 3 of them extra bases. On an 0-2 pitch, Barger pulls the ball to right field. It will hang up for Teoscar Hernandez. And there's out number 2 of the inning. And Guerrero thought about tagging for second. I think he was just playing with his good friend and former teammate Hernandez in right field.
I think Teoscar was saying, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I like that competition between friends. Saying, hey, wait a minute. I'm going to take the extra base on you. Yeah, feel free.
Now Ty France, 2 outs. Guerrero in second, 1-0 Toronto. First pitch, strike 1 for Glasnow. Ty France, he's been productive in this series, 3 for 7 with a walk. He's got an 8-game hitting streak against the Dodgers specifically. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A fastball at 97 on the outside corner from Glasnow.
Talking about 2 players just saying, hey, I dare you, I'll do this, I'll do that. Reminds me very quickly, Lou Brock with the Cardinals get on base. He uses yell out to Steve Yeager, the catcher, I'm going. And Yeager says, don't embarrass yourself.
On an 0-2 pitch, Glasnow misses in the dirt. Bounces to the right-handed batter's box. Guerrero stays on second.
That's one thing, Stephen, is a lot of people maybe don't see the game within the game. I mean, they're always challenging people, and I think the players are more aware of the competition because players are changing teams more often now. You're allowed more fraternization between uniform personnel.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, an inning-ending K for Tyler Glasnow, but the Blue Jays get on the board thanks to Guerrero's RBI double. So 1-0 Toronto in the middle of the first.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby and Myers will go to bat for you.
First at bat is brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Ohtani strides to the plate with the Dodgers trailing 1-0. Bottom of the first inning of the series finale. LA has a chance to sweep the Blue Jays this afternoon. But an early lead for the left-hander Eric Lauer. Debuted with the San Diego Padres back in 2018. And went on to the Brewers. Spent last year in the KBO. His first pitch is in there. Strike 1 on the outside corner.
Lauer is not a guy that's going to throw 100 miles an hour. But we mentioned the pregame show that cut fastball. It is outstanding.
Ohtani, the owner of an 8-game hitting streak, waiting on an 0-1 pitch. Here it is, and it misses outside.
In fact, for Lauer, the cut fastball, hitters with 2 strikes are 0 for their last 20. Against the cut fastball.
Ball and a strike, the pitch. Ohtani swings and fouls back. Strike 2 on the inside corner at 92 miles per hour.
Yeah, the average fastball velocity nowadays is 93 at the big league level. So we've seen 91, we've seen 92, and again, occasionally it'll get above that. But Lauer's a guy who's going to work the ball upstairs, in particular if he gets ahead in the count. That's just the wrap on him at the particular time.
On a 1-2 pitch, Ohtani pulls a fly ball, right field in deep. This ball is headed back, and we are tied. Shohei Ohtani with number 41, and the scoreboard now tied at 1. A leadoff blast for Shohei Ohtani. His 9th leadoff home run of the season, and it went 400 feet.
Well, the Dodgers, in search of their 39th come from behind victory. Daniels Jewelers, by the way, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Now it's Mookie Betts' turn. Brand new ball game in the bottom of the first. 1-1 the score. First pitch from Lauer. 91 at the knees. Split the plate. It is called a ball.
Well, backtrack. You can now make it 1 for the last 21 with 2 strikes against the cut fastball from Lauer.
Mookie takes another. This is outside, ball 2. How about the 1-2 punch at the top of the order? Now, after that home run from Ohtani and Betts in this series are 9 for 19 with 4 extra base hits. On a 2-0 pitch, Mookie holds the trigger. 91 at the knees, called a strike. 2-1.
Well, for Betts, after going 0 for 22 since that time, he's 7 for 16.
The 2-1 from Lauer. Misses upstairs. Ball 3. It's called a strike. This zone from Sean Barber early has been mystifying on both sides. 2-2 pitch on the way. Way outside. Counts full. For Mookie, he talked about it a couple of days ago. He said, personally, he's approaching it as if his season is over. The numbers are the numbers, so now he's just trying to help the team win every game. Upstairs, ball 4, and a walk for Mookie Betts. And Mo, it maybe didn't come out the best. Some may have interpreted it, if you just read the words instead of listen to how they were delivered, it may come off like, okay, Mookie Betts has just given up. But what he's saying is, he's done chasing his numbers, because that's a guy who has said openly throughout his career he wants to be a Hall of Famer. Well, this year, the worst of his career as an individual, but the team still has bigger goals at play, and he wants to help them accomplish them.
We're around Mookie all the time. It read differently than the intent.
First pitch is a strike to Will Smith.
Because there's nobody that wants to excel any more than Mookie Betts, individually and collectively. And right now, I think he's put the spotlight more on collectively than individually.
Will Smith has cooled off a little bit. He's 0 for his last 10. Takes strike 2 from Lauer. Fastball in the outside corner at 92 miles per hour. Tied at 1 after Shohei Ohtani's leadoff home run. Betts on first. Nobody out for the Dodgers yet in the home half of this inning. Lauer out of the stretch. Smith takes downstairs. 1-2.
Well, you look at what Ohtani does in the leadoff spot. It is so important to answer back. And by answer back, I'm talking about, okay, you come up, you're down 1-0, bottom of the first inning. The count's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani. All of a sudden, boom, tie game.
On a 1-2 pitch, Smith takes away. Count squares up. It's Ohtani, Betts, and Smith, the first 3. Blue Jays have a left-handed starter out there with Lauer, so Freddie Freeman on deck as the cleanup hitter today. Let's see a 2-2 pitch. That's down and in. Ball 3, another full count. Lauer came into today on the heels of a victory over the Colorado Rockies on Monday. He's actually won his last 3 starts, has Lauer. His ERA at 2.59. 7th best in the American League entering today. The payoff to Smith. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball at 93 on the inside corner, and that is the first out for Lauer.
First baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman, the batter. Betts on first. 1 out in the first. Dodgers and Blue Jays even at 1. Freeman 1 for 6 in the series with 3 walks. On the first pitch from Lauer, Freddie takes A strike called off the inside corner.
Well, the curveball.
Betts with a conservative lead on first base. Lauer stares at him, turns his focus to Freeman and this 0-1. No, he'll throw over to first and keep Mookie close to the bag.
We'll see if they go to the same target with Heineman, and that target was to the outside corner, may have even been off the corner before that pickoff throw over to first base. He's out there again.
Betts takes off, swing and a miss from Freeman. The throw from Heineman, the tag from Bichette in time to get Mookie. The Blue Jays were ready for that one. And so Betts caught stealing for a second time this season. That's out number 2, and Freddie Freeman in an 0-2 hole. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report is once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. A 2-strike pitch from Lauer. Freeman hits one high in the air, left center field, carrying back toward the wall. It is out of here! Freddie Freeman to the home run seats in left field. And he breaks the tie. Home run number 14 on the season for Freddie Freeman. 2-1 Dodgers.
Ohtani hit a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch for the home run. For Freeman, he hit a no-ball and 2-strike pitch for the home run. And Daniels Jewelers, again, the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond. Your family jewelers since 1948. We encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Now Teoscar Hernandez, strike one from Lauer. Dodgers with 2 solo home runs in the first inning. That caught stealing from Betts proves to be beneficial to Lauer. Otherwise, it'd be a 3-1 Dodger lead. Now Teoscar Hernandez swats a fly ball to right field. This ball's got some carry, and it is going to bounce off the warning track and hit the wall. Standing up at second is Teoscar Hernandez with a 2-out double.
It appears the ball is carrying rather well this afternoon. There's a little breeze blowing out towards left, towards left center. But that's the third ball that's been hit very well here in the bottom of the first inning.
Tyler Heinerman, the catcher, talking with Lauer on the mound. A mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Dodgers 2, Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the first inning still. 2 outs. Andy Pages to the plate. You just had a feeling Teoscar Hernandez wanted to take it to his old team again. And he spent several years in Toronto, 609 games in a Blue Jays uniform. He was a big part of that clubhouse, a huge mentor to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And then he was traded to Seattle. Spent 1 year with the Mariners, and then obviously has come down to L.A. Hernandez puts the sliding mitt on at second base. The first pitch from Lauer to Pages misses up and away. Eric Lauer had given up 2 total home runs over his last 6 starts before today. The Dodgers have 2 home runs in the first inning, and it's not over yet. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Now a 24-pitch inning from Lauer after his next offering. 2 balls, no strikes on Pages. The Dodgers leading 2-1. The 2-0 pitch to Pages stays away. Ball 3. Max Muncy getting loose on deck. 3 batted balls for the Dodgers in this first inning. All 3 of them at least 99 miles per hour off the bat. The 3-0 pitch. Pages was a statue up there, and Lauer wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Really had the feeling in the entire pitch sequence right there that Lauer was more interested with first base open, getting to lefty in Muncy.
But Max Muncy, who is hot overall at the plate, has also warmed up against left-handed pitchers. He's 5 for his last 14 with 2 home runs. Muncy is against left-handed pitching. And against Lauer in his career, 5 for 20. It's a .250 average, but 2 home runs and 4 walks. So Muncy will go to work. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, slash foul. Strike 1. And the upper deck on the third base side.
One of the big adjustments that we've seen from Max Muncy since he's come over the Dodgers, he understands, look, he doesn't have to try and pull the ball all the time. He has power that can go and work in any direction. And I think that really helps him against lefties because he can stay on the ball longer.
Lauer looks back at Hernandez on second. Comes home to Muncy. Muncy hits it in the air. Foul again on the third base side.
And by staying on the ball longer, I'm talking about, look, you don't have to feel, look, I've got to get way out in front. I've got to start early. I've got to pull the ball. No. Home run or an extra base hit, even a single to left field, counts just as much to right field.
Saw him go over the short wall in left just last night. An opposite field home run for Muncy. First and second, 2 out. The 0-2 pitch from Lauer. Hooks outside and in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes now on Max Muncy, the 7th Dodger to bat here in the bottom of the first. The Dodgers have jumped ahead 2-1.
That was the cutter we're talking about that has been so good. Although Ohtani on the 1-2 pitch, the first hitter that Lauer faced today, hit that cutter out for a home run.
The 1-2. Muncy hits it in the air, left field side, slicing toward the line. This will drift into the net. Foul, and Muncy will have another shot. So the runners will reset. Teoscar Hernandez was rounding third. He'll go back to second. Andy Pajes was heading to third. He'll go back to first. And they have a playful exchange as they cross paths on the infield.
By the way, that cutter is in between the fastball and the slider. It's just a little bit of rotation. It's more of a different pressure point on the fingers, and it does have late movement. Just kind of darts away for lefty.
Lauer's 30th pitch of the first inning. Another 1-2. Muncy, a little flare to Bo Bichette, straight up with the bag at second. The shortstop makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The Dodgers with 2 runs on 3 hits, including 2 homers for Ohtani and Freeman. 2-1 LA going to the second inning.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What
is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Top of the second inning, brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. The Dodger offense said to Tyler Glasnow, this lead is for you. 2-1 LA. Glasnow's first pitch of the inning is a strike at the knees. 94 on the fastball from Glasnow to Dalton Varsho. Blue Jays sending 6, 7, and 8 to the plate here in this second inning. Glasnow's next pitch, down and in, 1-1. Walks have been a problem for Glasnow this year. Not as much since coming off the injured list, but still definitely have hurt him, and it did in the first inning. Misses inside on Varsho again, 2 balls and a strike. He walked Bichette with 1 out, and then Guerrero with a run-scoring double. Bichette rounded all the way from first. Glasnow misses again inside. 3-1 on the leadoff batter, Varsho.
Yeah, just 2 walks in the 7 innings last Monday as the Dodgers open up that series against the Cardinals.
And he has equaled that total. 6 Blue Jays into this start. Dalton Varsho with a leadoff walk here in the 2nd inning. And it's certainly the last thing Tyler Glasnow wanted to do right after the offense punched back and gave him a 2-1 lead. Walks the tying run to lead things off. Now Ernie Clement, 2 for 4 last night with a home run. First pitch from Glasnow, strike 1. Five of 7 first pitch strikes for Glasnow so far. That's a good curve dropped in there quickly. 0-2 on Clement. Clement batting .289 this year. OPS of .730. 28-year-old waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Check swing on a ball in the dirt, and he held up, says the crew chief, James Hoy.
If Glasnow gets ahead in the count, you go back now to the last 2 years. When he's been ahead in the count, it's just been a 127 batting average against him.
The 1-2 pitch. Check swing again. The Dodgers appeal again and lose. 2-2. And when Glasnow gets 2 strikes against a hitter, it's been game over for the most part this season. He has 2 strikes on Clement. Now just trying to put him away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Throw down to first, and Varsho is back to the bag just in time before Freeman put the tag on his foot. And it's a strikeout for Glasnow. Number 2 on the day. 1 gone in the 2nd inning. First pitch, Joey Loperfido slashed one to left field. Coming in is Alex Call toward the line. He dives, can't make the catch. It's a fair ball, and the Dodgers are fortunate that had side spin and it spun out of play, because that means that Varsho has to stop at third. He would have scored easily. Alex Call with an all-out dive on a ball that dropped just inside the left field line, and it spun into the seats for an automatic double.
Well, you can see the skid marks on the cinders going across the foul line, and well, that's a long skid mark, about 15 feet long. And it's a good thing it was not in fair territory. He had no help at all. Has never moved in center field. That's the ball that, down the line, you've got to go ahead and protect that fielder and at least head in that direction.
2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the 2nd for Toronto. First pitch, ball 1 upstairs on Tyler Heineman, the catcher and number 9 hitter. That ball hit the chalk on the left field line to give you a better idea of how close it was to being a foul ball. Tying run 90 feet away for Toronto. 2-1 Dodgers in the top of the 2nd. Glasnow out of the stretch. Slide step, misses upstairs to the heater. 2-0.
Yeah, wind has picked up. Now it's moving from left to right.
Saw this a little bit in his last start against the Cardinals. Glasnow just didn't have an early feel. 2-0 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. It's the number 9 hitter and the switch hitting catcher Tyler Heineman, who's having a nice year. Batting .336 in his 46 games played, backing up Alejandro Kirk. Glasnow with a big deep breath on the mound. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
So the starting pitcher of this Dodger ball club, really, with some guys coming back and healthy. The last 8 starts, this month. The starting rotation 5-1 with an ERA, a good one, 1.24.
The pitch at the knees, strike two and a full count. Tyler Heineman is debating that call, and Sean Barber doesn't want to hear it. That was clearly a strike, and Heineman, a catcher.
There's no room to argue on that call.
None. Like there have been some missed calls and some debatable ones so far from Barber, just like with any home plate umpire. That was not one of them. This next pitch is a big one. Top of the order on deck for Toronto. Second and third one out. The payoff pitch. Ball four. And so Glass now loads the bases with his second walk of the inning.
Well, Heineman then angrily throws the bat, throws the elbow pad, and all the while home plate umpire Sean Barber just taking it all in.
I mean, he's going to look at the video and feel like an idiot later, to be frank.
Well, the 3-1 pitch was a strike, and he griped and then throws his equipment after that.
You got your walk. Just take it. Because, again, like, as a catcher, you got to spend the whole day with him.
Well, bigger picture now for the Dodgers is the fact that, Glass now not finding the strike zone, and now you're back up on top of the lineup.
I mean, he's 50% strikes today. That is ungood. 32 pitches, just 16 strikes.
That's a technical term, isn't it?
Yeah, ungood.
Ungood?
Yeah. Bases loaded for Toronto, top of the second, one out. And now Nathan Lucas at the top of the order. Bo Bichette on deck. First pitch. Lands in there, strike one. Lucas grounded out to short, leading off the game. Nice play by Mookie Betts to record that first out. Dodgers up on the Blue Jays early, 2-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Betts has it. Steps on the bag for one. Throws to Freddie Freeman. That's two. A double play helps the Dodgers escape a bases-loaded jam and keep the 2-1 lead in the middle of the second.
When you want...
All right, Ryan. PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, they all have the same grade, or
no?
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Double play ball, the shade of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye grass and hello rebates. Visit bewaterwise.com. Blue Jays were threatening in the top of the second inning. Bases loaded, one out. Tyler Glasnow got a ground ball to Mookie Betts. Mookie and Freddie Freeman did the rest. So still 2-1 LA. Bottom of the second, we'll start with Miguel Rojas and a first pitch strike from Eric Lauer.
Here's another part of the game within the game. Heineman kind of showed up, the home plate umpire, Sean Barber.
No question.
After he drew ball four. Didn't like and now he's catching. It comes back out. Oh, yeah. Everything's hunky-dory. The game within the game. Just little bits and pieces.
The 0-1, swinging a foul ball off of Heineman, 0-2. And Barber walks by Heineman, going to give the catcher an extra moment.
Yeah.
But there wasn't much, let's say, concern in the walk out toward the mound for Barber after that foul ball. And what was shocking to me about that exchange is that it was the second inning of the game. That foul ball from Rojas went off the mask of Heineman. The catcher is okay, and the parties are getting ready to go for an 0-2 pitch. But to dispute a pitch that, one, was clearly a strike, and then in the second inning, that animated was odd. Breaking ball in the dirt, a ball and two strikes for Rojas. It would be Rojas, Alex Call, and then Shohei Ohtani here in the second inning. Lauer into his windup. In the dirt, 2-2. Rojas came off the bench last night, went 0 for 1. So now over his last 13 games, Rojas is just 6 for 35. That's a 171 batting average. Obviously, Rojas isn't playing every single day. The 2-2 pitch. Rojas swings and fouls it away on the first base side. Still 2-2 the count. Lauer deals. Rojas swings and slashes foul on the right side once again. Rojas getting a start today because the Dodgers are facing a left-handed pitcher. And the splits entering this series for Rojas. He was batting .256 against lefties compared to .225 against righties. 8 of his 14 extra base hits on the season have come against southpaws. 2-2. Misses outside, and that fills the count. Seen several of those already from Eric Lauer, and he's not yet through the order for the Dodgers.
And he's been falling behind. I mean, remember, this count started no balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 8th pitch to Miguel Rojas. Swung on and popped back over the net. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an I-Force turbocharged engine. It's a truck that's built for the bowl. So see your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Miguel Rojas making it difficult on Lauer, leading off the bottom of the second. The Dodgers on top by a run. Now the 9th pitch. Rojas on the ground. Base hit down the left field line. It's all the way to the corner. Picked up by Loperfido. And he goes to the cutoff man, Miguel Rojas, with a stand-up leadoff double.
I don't know how much the Dodgers talked on the pregame meetings, as they have every day, the hitters, the pitchers on top of that. Alluding to meetings about the cut fastball, because I mentioned as Lauer came into this game, hitters were 0 for 20 in at-bats, ending with a cut fastball. Well, that was a cutter on a 3-2 pitch. Ohtani hit a home run on a 1-2 pitch off the cutter.
In steps Alex Call, last of the order for the Dodgers. 2-1 LA. Rojas on second. The corner's ready to crash. Lauer delivers a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, you have nobody out. You have a runner at second base. And you've got Ohtani, Betts, and Smith scheduled. This is an at-bat. Even if you make an out, trade 90 feet, move the runner to third.
Lauer looks back at Rojas. Deals to Call, who holds the bat and has strike 2 called on him. Just got the outside corner. Good pitch from Lauer. Call has been good with runners in scoring position, has been good with the opportunities facing left-handed pitching. Batting .315 against lefties on the year. 2 hits, his first 8 ABs as a Dodger. Now getting the start. Behind 0-2, Ohtani is on deck. Lauer kicks and fires, and Call swings and hits a fly ball. Right field, playable there for somebody, and it is Lucas at the last moment. He collides with Varsho, but still made the catch. It was just the arms that collided, to be more specific. That could have been a lot worse. That's the first out for Lauer in the inning. That turns the lineup over. Shohei Ohtani with first base open. We'll get to 4 fingers. And we talked about this last night. I had a conversation with some Blue Jays folks before the series. They will not be shy about issuing intentional walks to Ohtani. They walked Aaron Judge 7 times in 7 games this year.
And the flip side of that, too, is that Mookie Betts came out and says he takes it personally. That's the way that you want to take it as a hitter. Oh, it's out of respect for Ohtani. Yes, it plays better. You've got now 4 out. You've got the possibility of a ground ball double play. But Mookie Betts thrives on these challenges.
First and second, 1 out in the second. 2-1 Dodgers. The first pitch to Betts. That is line to left field. It will drop. A base hit. The Dodgers will go station to station. Mookie Betts goes off the end of the bat and goes to left field for a knock. And we got to update the stat that Rick Krajewski gave us last night. As a Dodger, when Mookie Betts is at the plate following an intentional walk, he is now 6 for 12 That's a 500 batting average. So be careful what you wish for.
Again, he takes it personally.
Dodgers trying to get after it early. They're on top 2-1. And have the bases loaded and only one out. Will Smith at the plate. The pitch from Lauer. Just misses the outside corner, ball 1. Smith struck out swinging his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, did not handle the fastball particularly well, even though it's a low velocity fastball, but it does have movement.
Lauer sets for the 1-0. Smith waiting. Here's the pitch. Down and in, ball 2. Guerrero Jr. is holding Betts off first base. There is a massive hole on the right side of the infield if Will Smith were to poke one the other way.
In his career, Will Smith has answered his challenge. .333 career hitter, bases loaded.
And 69 ABs, not a small sample size. On a 2-0, Smith takes outside, ball 3.
The other thing that you really like, Will Smith this year has the 3rd highest batting average at home of any hitter in baseball. .344 at home.
3 balls, no strikes. Smith with a green light, and he pops it up to shallow right field. The catch is made by Lucas, and Rojas can't tag and score from that distance. Wow. So Will Smith swinging 3-0, pops it up, can't get a run home. I mean, that certainly was center cut, maybe the upper third of the zone, and Smith just did not put a good pass on it. So it'll be up to Freddie Freeman. Still loaded, but now 2 outs. Still 2-1 LA. Freddie Freeman gave the Dodgers this 2-1 lead with a solo home run in the first inning. The first pitch from Lauer is downstairs, ball 1.
Well, Freeman has been able to rise to the occasion. Bases loaded in the career. .349 average with 7 career grand slams.
Rojas on third. Ohtani on second. Betts on first. On a 1-0 pitch. Lauer misses, low and outside. The last half inning, top of the second inning, the Blue Jays had the bases loaded and 1 out. Got nothing. The Dodgers trying to avoid that same fate here in the home half of the second inning. 2 balls, no strikes. Lauer kicks and fires. Freeman takes upstairs, ball 3. I would be shocked if Freddie Freeman swings here. Back-to-back Dodgers. Lauer has fallen behind 3-0. Smith helped Lauer out with a pop-up to shallow right. What will Freeman do? The 3-0. Freddie takes upstairs. Ball 4, bases loaded, walk. And the Dodgers add another. It's 3-1. That kind of looked like a strike, if we're being totally honest, and Lauer just did not get the call.
The Blue Jays bullpen will begin to move around, and they'll get some action. So after the double to lead it off by Rojas, you get an out on a fly ball to shallow right. First base open, you walk Ohtani. That was the 3rd free pass issued. Betts singled. Smith flies out to shallow right. Freeman walks on 4 pitches. And now a chance with Teoscar Hernandez to bust this game open early.
Pete Walker, the pitching coach, sprinting back to the dugout. The mound visit complete. The entirety of the Blue Jays infield was there for it. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. 2 outs, the bases loaded once again for LA. Teoscar Hernandez will dig in. And the time on the field, the beach ball has fallen onto the warning track. Way out in right field in front of the 375 marker. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 1 with a double in the first inning. Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman around the bases from third to first. Hernandez in the batter's box. The first pitch from Lauer. is a strike. 87. Upper quadrant from Lauer. The Dodgers just not the Dodgers have not chased today. They have kept Lauer in the zone and done damage in there. On an 0-1 pitch, Hernandez waves at strike 2.
With a huge secondary lead at second base by Mookie Betts. You know, the defense can't be going to the bag. They've got to try and protect now with bases loaded. They've got to protect defensively.
3-1 Dodgers trying to add some more in the second. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 2 strikes against Teoscar Hernandez, the pitch. Fly ball, right field, and it's going to slice into the seats foul. Hernandez is starting to warm up. The last couple of weeks now, he's batting .300. Another 0-2 pitch from Lauer, and Hernandez does not offer.
He stayed off that curveball that never really came back and got the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Hernandez drops the bat on his back right shoulder. It's resting there. Lauer sets and fires. Hernandez strikes out swinging. Breaking ball down and in. Got him. And the Dodgers leave them loaded in the second. But they do get a run on Freddie Freeman's bases loaded walk. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays.
I remember the first series I had, the first home run I hit was a grand slam against Seattle, which was the team that I had played for the year before. As we know, Cleveland can get a little cold, so I would wear the dark blue long sleeves. And for some reason, this jersey, I always liked my jersey a little longer. The reasons for it, for a little padding, so when I would slide, I wouldn't get all patched up and roughed up.
Official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Dodger fans, skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for the QR code to scan. Order with the Uber Eats app so you enjoy every pitch, run, and out right from your seat. First pitch strike from Tyler Glasnow to Bo Bichette. Starting at the top of the third, the Dodgers on top of Toronto 3-1 here in the series finale. Bichette walked and scored in the first inning. It was the first run of the game. The Dodgers took the lead right back in the bottom of that first inning. Breaking ball low and outside. Check swing, and Bichette didn't go, so it's 1-1. Glasnow exhales on the mound. Kicks and fires. And misses low and outside. Ball 2. The first pitch strikes haven't been so much of an issue for Glasnow today, but it's been backing up those first pitch strikes that have been the problem. Swinging a foul ball on the right side, 2-2, and Bichette helped Glasnow there. That would have been ball 3.
Yeah, wind is shifted again. It's out towards the center field. Just about 30 seconds ago, is going out towards the left center.
85 degrees here at Dodger Stadium, probably closer to 95 on the field. Swinging a chopper to third. Muncy comes in, throws on the grass, on time to get Bo Bichette for the first out of the third inning. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's the big battle for Glasnow. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1 for 1 with an RBI double in the first inning. First pitch, Guerrero swings and fouls a strike away to our right. That was Guerrero's second hit of the series. Both of them have been doubles. Against Glasnow, he's got 6 hits in his career and 15 ABs. 3 extra base hits, 4 walks. Check swing. Did he go? No. Appeal down to first.
We see so many different things, Stephen. That foul ball, the pitch before, caught by a young man over to our right. You thought he just won the $1 million lottery.
Glasnow gets strike 2 at the top of the zone. Was he a young man or an old man?
No, he's
middle-aged
adult. Those are how many games you come to and you get something special? The foul ball.
On a 1-2 pitch, Guerrero strikes out swinging. He looks silly doing so. A breaking ball in the dirt, and Guerrero chased. Punch out number 3 for Glasnow. 2 gone in the third.
Well, friends, you can help support the Dodgers Foundation and wildfire recovery efforts all across L.A. And through the 17th of this month, you can bid on incredible memorabilia, unique Dodger VIP experiences, and a whole lot more. Dodgers.com/auction. All the net proceeds will go to wildfire recovery across Southern California. Check it out. Dodgers.com/auction.
There's some awesome items for fans
and for
to
a great
on.
cause,
Yes.
obviously. And it touched everyone here in Southern California.
2 outs, bases empty, top of the third. Addison Barger swings through, strike 2.
But getting back to the gentleman that got the foul ball and his reaction. The nice thing, you come to the ballpark, we can all become 10-year-olds again.
Yeah, it's kids' game. That's how it should be.
Well, that's what the great Roy Campanella used to say every year in spring training when Tommy Lasorda bring us. Says, fellas, you got to let that little kid come out and play.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs for Tyler Glasnow in a 1-2-3 third inning. 2.5 innings gone at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers on top of the Blue Jays, 3-1.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bach beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town. Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Okay, I believe you jump in the line. Rock your body in time.
It's the Dodgers 3 and the Blue Jays 1, alongside the World Series champion Rick Monday and our producer and engineer Dwayne McDonald, Stephen Nelson, bringing you back to a bright and sunny Sunday afternoon at Blue Heaven on Earth. Andy Pages leading off the bottom of the third, takes a pitch upstairs. Ball one from Eric Lauer, who remains in the game. The Blue Jays starter has been put to work early. Already at 57 pitches, Mo. The next one is put in the air, foul on the first base side.
Yeah, and for Lauer, you get a runner on base right now with the Dodgers. We may see that bullpen cranking up again.
It'll be Pages, Muncy, and Rojas, the first three scheduled Dodgers here in the third inning. Freddie Freeman with 2 ribbies. A solo home run in the first, and then a bases loaded walk in the second. On a 1-1 pitch, Pages swings and hits it on the ground, foul. A couple feet foul of the third base line. 1-2.
That pitch may have been off the plate inside, but the inside is a pitch that Andy Pages absolutely tears apart. Not so much on the ball away from him. A high percentage of his strikes, called strikes, are away.
The 1-2 pitch is low. Now, as a hitter, so if you know that's your hole, because that's the same cold spot as his mentor Teoscar Hernandez. Mookie Betts also struggles with pitches outside. Do you say, okay, I'm going to try and fix it, or do you just kind of stick to what you know and can do best, and that's handle the middle and the inner third? There's a foul ball shot down the right field side.
Well, it's a good question. You never really know how ball club is going to pitch to you. For example, if I have difficulty with the ball away, are they going to pitch me inside? Probably. I mean, if we can find these numbers out, trust me, we're just scratching the surface in comparison to the information that the teams have.
Totally. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 92 by Pages. One gone in the third.
That's why we talk so many times about scouting report. Okay, how does this guy pitch to everybody as a whole? How does he pitch to left-handed hitters and right-handed hitters? And how does he pitch to me? Because I've always felt you have to know the pitcher. You need to know the catcher also. Because a lot of catchers call a lot of pitches that they can't hit themselves. And then the other part is, what about the strike zone of that umpire that's working home plate that day?
Max Muncy in there. First pitch is ripped to right field. Down for a base hit. Cut off quickly by Lucas to keep Muncy on first with a 1-out single.
I mention umpires because there's 3 or 4 umpires that I've been kind of tracking this year. And some are more inside oriented than away.
So what you're saying, that is a lot. That is a lot to take into account as a hitter then.
Yeah.
And so then you also have to avoid flooding your brain with all those thoughts.
Well, it's like Yogi used to say, you can't hit and think at the same time.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite Yogiisms. Strike 1 to Miguel Rojas. Muncy on first, 1 out in the third. The Dodgers beating the Blue Jays 3-1. Rojas doubled and scored in the second inning. So he's 1 for 1. Short lead for Muncy off first. The 0-1 pitch is spiked in front of the plate. We've already seen Tyler Heineman throw out a would-be base stealer today. Mookie Betts was caught stealing. But at AM PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. So redeem your free feast in the AM PM app. Let's play ball. AM PM. Too much good stuff. The pitch from Lauer. Rojas swings and pops it up. Shallow center field. Long run for Varsho, but he comes in and makes the catch with plenty of time to spare. That's out number 2.
Okay, I'm looking at an umpire right now from last night's ball game. Not one that worked in this ballpark. He missed 5 pitches according to umpire scorecard. And we see this report every day. Well, the 5 pitches, and guess where they were? They were located to the first base side of home plate. Nothing to the other side, nothing high, nothing low, all to one side.
First pitch to Alex Call, stays away, ball 1.
Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad umpire at all. It just shows consistency. Hitters, okay, some pitchers are good breaking ball pitchers. Some hitters are breaking ball hitters. Some aren't. Well, you figure it's going to be a carryover also to umpires.
The pitch to Call. He's a little tardy on that fastball. 1-1.
So knowing the animal, you know.
When you broadcast, when we talk about, at least the umpire is consistent. It's not just that he is calling it both ways for each team, but it's that if the misses are consistent for all the hitters, because then it's on the hitter to make the adjustment as the game goes along. 2 outs, a runner on. The 1-1 pitch is upstairs.
That's why, and the teams now have wonderful access to iPads on the bench. You can look at your last at bat instantly. You can look at the pitcher that you're facing, the at bats that you've had the last couple of games. Whatever you want to dial in, you can find it.
The pitch to call that runs the inside corner. 2-2 squares the count. Call frustrated with that one.
But don't bury your head in that as much as observing what's going on here. We're talking about, okay, is the strike zone today low? Is it high? Check with the guys that are coming back to the dugout. What do you see? Sharing information. Hey, that slider doesn't have real good bite. Hey, I don't really pick up the ball today. Out of his hand.
The 2-2 pitch from Lauer. Call, strikes out, swinging. Bookending K's for Eric Lauer. Works around Muncie's 1-out base hit, and he strands him. At the end of 3 full innings, the Dodgers 3, the Blue Jays 1.
LA's best sports.
Back at Dodger Stadium, where LA leads Toronto 3-1. Tyler Glasnow will face France, Varsho, and Clement. That's 5, 6, and 7 for the Blue Jays. First pitch, fastball downstairs, 1-0.
We go back to that information being passed along from one hitter to the next, and then as a team, and you're making observations, whether it be about the umpire, whether it be about the pitcher.
1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike one.
Years and years ago in this ballpark, Pittsburgh Pirates were in, and I got this firsthand from Jim Pagliarone, who was a catcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sandy Koufax was pitching that day. Pagliarone was the on-deck hitter.
The pitch from Glasnow, another swing and a miss, strike two. 3 straight fastballs to start Ty France.
So the hitter in front of Pagliarone strikes out. The hitter's coming back to the dugout. Pagliarone goes up to that hitter and says, "What can you tell me?" And the guy looked at him and goes, "Good luck."
On a 1-2, France does not swing this time. It's a breaking ball in the dirt.
And Pagliarone also told me is that at one particular time they had the pitches. Koufax was tipping the pitches. He threw a shutout.
I mean, there are certain guys where it doesn't matter. You can know what's coming. 2-2 slash foul. Fastball at 96 on the outside corner from Glasnow. It's in the seats on the right side.
It's one thing to go up there and not know what's coming. It's another thing to you got to put an idea 80% of the pitches and you get shut out.
And the 2-2 from Glasnow. Oh, it stayed a little high in the zone. Curve didn't get down far enough, and that fills the count. Glasnow coming off his first 1-2-3 inning. That was in the third. Set the Blue Jays down in order. Back-to-back Ks. Strike 3, fastball at 96, taken by France, and now he's heading back to the dugout. That's 3 consecutive Ks now for the Dodgers starter.
Well, friends, you can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Plus, you can stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. So blackout and other restrictions apply. We encourage you to visit MLB.tv for more details.
Base is empty and 1 out in the fourth. First pitch strike to Varsho.
Well, we talk about the rest of the season. Counting today, there are 50 games, or make that 50 days left in the regular season. Dodgers have 45 games.
I don't know, 1 pitch Varsho takes outside. Double count 1-1. And I'm not sure the Brewers will lose any one of them the rest of the way. The way that summer has been going for the Brew Crew. They won again today. They were down 5-0 to the Mets, and they come back and win it. A walk-off home run in the ninth by Isaac Collins. Tyler Glasnow's fastball up and in on Varsho. 2 balls and a strike. And so now Milwaukee has won 9 straight games. I think it's their 3rd winning streak this year of at least 9 games. 2-1 pitch. Varsho takes inside and upstairs ball 3. Varsho walked his first trip up there. That was leading off the second. The Blue Jays loaded the bases with 1 out, but Glasnow got out of it with a double play ball. The 3-1 pitch. Not close. Ball 4, and Tyler Glasnow has walked another. That is his 4th walk of the game. We've had this conversation a lot, Mo, but given Glasnow's stature and his length, right? 6'8", all of it, lanky. First pitch upstairs, ball 1 on Ernie Clement. He uses the phrase timed up. When he is not timed up, you see what we're seeing today. You know, there's obviously always strikeout stuff. He's got 5 punch-outs with 4 walks. Runner takes off, swung on and fouled away. So Varsho will head back to first. It's now 1-1 for Clement. When he is timed up, it is something to behold, Tyler Glasnow. But with the revamped mechanics, he's working exclusively out of the stretch. And when there's runners on, he goes to the slide step. And the mechanics in the body aren't in sync, then things get out of whack.
He goes to slide step, but still 5 for 5 and stolen bases against him.
Another foul ball over the net to the right side. 1-2. I mean, think about it. He's got 4 walks today. He is 10 for 14 first pitch strikes. So if you heard that number, 10 for 14 first pitch strikes, you think, okay, this guy's getting ahead. He's finishing guys off. He's being efficient. Not so much. Trying to put Clement away. 1-2, the pitch. On the ground, left side, Mookie Betts, backhand. Goes to second for 1. The quick turn. He just beat the throw. Clement was hustling down the line. It was a delayed call by James Hoy, the crew chief. We will see if the Dodgers want to challenge this. A bang-bang play at first place for now beats the double play. Yeah, the Dodgers are going to challenge.
Absolutely. I thought he was out to begin with. Mookie Betts, his momentum, he carried on. He wound up closer to the dugout than the first base coaching box. That was just a terrific play.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at first.
I mean, I was with you. You heard me in my voice. I was getting ready to call double play, and then Hoy signaled safe.
Well, this is going to be reversed. You and I both thought, and we're not close. We're close to 200 feet away from first base bag, but we each thought he was out, and I will be shocked if this is not overturned. But this would be the second double play of the afternoon. If we go back to game 1 of the series, remember the Dodgers were able to turn over 3 huge double plays in that one.
Replay Operations Center in New York City taking a look at all the angles here, but this should be a successful challenge for the Dodgers.
Here it comes.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Los Angeles will retain.
And so the crew chief who missed the call gives the official one. The Dodgers get an inning-ending double play. And we head to the bottom of the 4th with L.A.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
You are an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where?
Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away.
She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
Dodgers Audio Network.
Never gets old.
First pitching change of the game is the Blue Jays. It's brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. The left-hander Eric Lauer is out. The right-hander Louis Varland is in to face the top of the order here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani takes a big rip at the first pitch from Varland. He whiffs on it. Strike one. Dodgers have seen Varland a few times now, both as a Twin and as a Blue Jay. Pitched an inning in the opener, scoreless frame, 1 walk and 1 strikeout, 17 pitches, 10 strikes. Ohtani falls behind 0-2. He's granted time. Shohei led off the game with his 41st home run of the season. That tied the game at 1. Freddie Freeman then gave him a lead with a solo shot of his own a couple batters later. The 0-2. That is down the middle, strike 3 at 100 from Louis Varland.
No sense looking for a changeup with Varland.
No. And the Dodgers are up 3-1. Mo, Eric Lauer and the Blue Jays are fortunate to be down 3-1. The Dodgers left 6 runners on base the first 3 innings. Strike 1 to Mookie Betts. 2 in the first. They left him loaded in the second, and then 1 left on in the third. The 0-1 pitch from Varland. Betts takes 99, just misses the outside corner. 1-1. On a 1-1 pitch, Mookie checks his swing, and they say he did go. Betts has been aboard both times today. A walk in the first, a base hit in the second. Varland's 1-2 is in the dirt. There's a point we brought up earlier. To talk about it again. This series, how productive Ohtani and Betts have both been. A really formidable 1-2 punch, obviously in name and in resume, but for most of this year, hasn't been that way in production. Mookie swings and slices it foul on the right field side, still 2-2. But this series, they both have gotten it going. I mean, the first 2 games, they were 8 for 18 with 3 extra base hits, scored half of the team's runs. Well, today they're right back at it. Ohtani has been on twice, and Mookie has been on twice. Another 2-2. Varland misses in the dirt, filling the count on Betts.
Well, an area, too, that the Dodgers have really improved upon the last couple of weeks. If you look at the last 14 games, runners in scoring position, they're hitting at 291. There was a period of time in there, for a couple of weeks, they were hitting well below 200 as a team.
Here's the payoff pitch. Betts lined up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Mookie Betts with his second hit of the ball game. He has been aboard all 3 times today. That's just a good swing from Mookie.
Well, it's a different swing from Mookie as well. From what we saw for a long period of time, he's been searching and trying to put it together.
He has reached 6 times in this series now.
And I just wondered, we mentioned before about, Bear had that one thought about, you can't think and hit at the same time.
Yep. Will Smith rolls the ball to third. Barger will go to second for one. Here's the turn, and
we'll
that
talk
is
about
two.
it in the next half inning about the thought process or lack thereof when you're hitting.
Will Smith's cold spell continues. At the end of 4 full innings, the Dodgers remain up.
Boomer is the dog. Doesn't he look good? I just follow his pitch all the way. And there he is. Boomer's dad.
That was kind of a change from the everyday thing that we normally do as far as baseball cards are concerned.
Hey, I have a Labrador. Where's my card?
You know, a little bit different, and it turned out to be a fun experience.
It was just when the camera crew tried to leave that there was a problem. You can't leave.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Sandman Wow. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Dodgers up on the Blue Jays by a pair of runs. It's 3-1 LA. Top of the 5th inning on tap here at Dodger Stadium. Another win for the Dodgers would mean a series sweep with the best record in the American League. Dodgers 3 games up on the Padres in the National League West, with San Diego coming to Dodger Stadium next weekend. Those Padres lead the Boston Red Sox in their series finale and rubber match, or the rubber game rather, at Petco Park. Tyler Glass now against Joey Loperfido. Ball 1 in the dirt.
Talking about the last half inning about thinking and hitting at the same time for Mookie Betts. You know, he was searching. During the All-Star break, remember, he was trying something a little bit different, keeping his elbows a little bit closer together.
There's a strike from Glass now, 1-1.
And when you're changing things, it's difficult to think and hit at the same time. And until it becomes automatic, where you don't have to have that thought process in the middle of the swing, you don't really have it yet.
The pitch is in there, strike 2.
And let me ask you, I was asked a question last week about Glasnow. And everything that we read and we hear about Glasnow, he is very mechanics oriented.
Yep.
At times, is it too much?
Yes.
As he's in the middle of pitching.
Yeah, and he's been open about that. That's true. A 1-2 pitch. Loperfido strikes out swinging. That's number 6 for Tyler Glasnow. 1 out in the 5th.
Because when Tyler Glasnow just throws, his natural stuff is off the charts. But, you know, worrying about, well, the shoulder and the elbow, that's all well and good beforehand, but not during the delivery. And he's always searching for mechanically being perfect.
First pitch popped up back toward our booth, to the right of our booth. Strike 1 to Tyler Heineman, the catcher, number 9 hitter. Heineman walked his first trip up there. That was in the 2nd inning, and loaded the bases with 1 out, and then Glasnow got a double play ball from Lucas, who's in the on-deck circle right now.
Well, that breeze is picked up again, left to right. Both the American and Canadian flags flying proudly.
69th pitch from Glasnow. A 1-1 to Heineman. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 96 by the barrel. It's a 3-1 lead. Could the Dodgers be up more? Should they be up more? How you answer that question, I suppose it's all a matter of how you've taken in this game so far. They've certainly had opportunities to bust the game open. It remains close. On a 1-2 pitch, Heineman pulls it foul on the first base side.
And the Blue Jays have had opportunities. I mean, a huge, 2 double plays by Tyler Glasnow today. But that one in the second inning, remember, that was bases loaded and 1 out. Ground ball hit the Betts, went to the bag unassisted at second base, threw him out at first, and then a dandy 6-4-3 double play in the fourth.
Glasnow pulls a fastball inside, ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Pumped a heater by him at 97. Tyler Glasnow with consecutive Ks to start the 5th. That's number 7. First pitch, ball 1 outside to Lucas. 2 outs and the bases emptied. Top of the 5th inning. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. It's the Padres 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Top of the 6th at Petco. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. A fastball at 97 from Glasnow. Pitch. Tomahawk to Freddie Freeman. Handles it on a hop. He'll step on the bag all by himself. And that completes another 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Glasnow. He's faced the minimum in each of the last 3 frames, keeping the Dodgers ahead 3-1.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Let's hear it.
When the Dodgers steal a base, fans get a free AM/PM hot dog and...
Off the Dodgers, bottom of the 5th. This series finale passes the midway point. Dodgers with a chance to sweep the Toronto Blue Jays. They're up 3-1, thanks in large part to Freddie Freeman, who takes ball 1 low and outside. Freddie is driven in 2 today. A solo home run gave the Dodgers the lead in the first. He added to it with a bases loaded walk in the second. Lauer's fastball misses low at 98. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, excuse me, I said Lauer. Louis Varland. Lauer was pulled after 3 innings. Varland came in and pitched the 4th. Back up for the 5th. 2-1 after that foul ball.
Difficult at this point in the season to move the average up a lot. Well, Freeman has moved it up 2 points today. He's at 307.
On a 2-1 pitch, Freeman shoots the ball toward left field, but it's right at Loperfido. Goes over to his left. Well, in front of the track, he makes the catch for round number 1.
Which is rather remarkable. You say 307 in that at bat, because if we look at July 21st, just 2 weeks ago, Freeman was at 292.
And this has happened as Will Smith has gone into his first cold spell all year long. And so now Smith just 4 points, I guess maybe 5 after Freeman's retired here.
310 at the present time.
And Freddie's at 306, so 4 points. Separating the 2 for the NL batting title race. Heineman will have a conversation with Varland halfway between the mound and the plate. Teoscar Hernandez the batter with 1 out and nobody on. It's a 3-1 game still. The Dodgers left 6 base runners on in the first 3 innings against Eric Lauer. Gooding leaving the bases loaded in the second. Here's the pitch. Hernandez takes low and outside, ball one. Fastball at 98 from Barlin. More activity in the Blue Jay bullpen. They had to go to it sooner than they thought. Eric Lauer was really rolling coming into this start, but the Dodgers took it to him. Barlin has a strike on the outside corner. Fastball at 98, evening the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hernandez swings and shoots a strike foul toward the Blue Jays on deck circle. On a 1-2, Barlin misses in the dirt. Teoscar Hernandez doubled in the first, struck out swinging in the second. He's 1 for 2. Former Blue Jay waiting on a 2-2 pitch. Called strike three, and Hernandez knew it. He was walking toward the Dodger dugout before the home plate umpire made the official call. Just froze him with a fastball. 2 gone.
Well, planning ahead to come out and join us, how about Mookie Betts World Champion Ring Night? That's right, August 25th. Cincinnati Reds are in town, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive that special Mookie Betts Championship ring presented by Toyo Tires. Make plans to join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Andy Pages fouls a fastball into the net behind home plate. Strike one. No Dodgers on base. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 is the score. With the Dodgers ahead. Pages is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pages grants time, fixing the gloves and the wrist guards. Strapping them back on tightly. Baby blue shoes to match the gloves and the arm guards. And now an 0-2 pitch from Barlin. Rolled foul, third base side. Dodgers in their home whites. The Blue Jays, their baby blue uniforms. Glad they went back to the old logo. They had like the Angry Bird for several years. Now just the classic Jays. Pages pushed it foul, right field side. Still 0-2. Another 2-strike pitch is on the way from Barlin to Pages. Downstairs. The Blue Jay bullpen had a great series in Colorado. Didn't allow 1 run. It's been a different story here in L.A. Pages grounds another one foul.
Yeah, in that series, the Blue Jays hitters had a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, they did. I mean, you think about it. Colorado, 3 games, 45 runs for Toronto, 63 hits. So far, this series against the Dodgers, 3 runs on 17 hits. Andy Pages is fighting here. Got a piece of a fastball at 100 miles per hour, put in the seats foul. A lot of studying being done by Max Muncy in the on-deck circle. On the 8th pitch from Louis Varland, Andy Pages with a base hit up the middle. That is one heck of an at-bat from Andy Pages. A 2-out knock in the 5th.
Well, that's the old-fashioned way to earn a base hit. He fouled off some really tough pitches in order to see yet another one.
And that's going to be all for Louis Varland. They're going to make a pitching change in front of Max Muncy. We'll go back to the Dodger dugout, take a look at the iPad, do some studying on the new arm. Pages on first. 2 outs in the 5th. 3-1 Dodgers. We'll be right back.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon.
Hey, it's
That's Alertis Gurriel Dawn.
That's a nice touch.
Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newt Bar fan. What a present for Mom.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this guy.
Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah.
And then just shot putting it. Not block when there's nobody on base. There's a little debate for Domo and Kim watching the replay together.
That's beautiful,
isn't it?
Still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap. Peter products. It's Braden Fisher, former Dodger farmhand. Comes on for a second time in this series. 37 games now in the year. First 36. 2.27 ERA. Opponents batting just 177 against him.
Well, ending the third last night. No hits, 3 punch-outs.
Max Muncy takes the first pitch. It is a ball. Now, Fisher was the return for Toronto in the Kevin Biggio trade. Muncy's 1 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. You mentioned the work that Fisher had to do yesterday. Through 24 pitches, 15 strikes. 2 outs, runner on first, 3-1 Dodgers. Fisher gets on the board. Strike 1 taken by Muncy. Top of the plate. Fisher out of the stretch. First base side of the rubber. Kicks and deals. Muncy watches inside, ball 3. Dodgers efforting a 2-out rally in the 5th, looking to extend the lead beyond 3-1. Miguel Rojas in the on-deck circle. Pages with a short lead off first base. The 3-1 pitch. Pages takes off for second. Taken by Muncy. It's a strike. The throw down to second base is not in time. A stolen base for Andy Pages to get into scoring position. That's the 11th bag for Pages this year.
He was halfway before Heineman, the catcher, even had the ball in his catcher's mitt.
So now it's up to Muncy to finish the job, and
Toronto is challenging the safe call at second.
So there's a challenge coming from Toronto.
Evidently they saw Pages come off the bag. He was there in plenty of time. That's why there's really no need to have a pop-up slide when you're going into the bag.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, his right foot did come off. He lost his balance. I mean, you're going, that's the steal. Stay on the bag. And a very smart play also defensively.
Did the spike stay on?
May have.
The right foot of Pages hit the bag. Plenty of time to spare.
Nope.
I don't know. You're going to have to get in there because, yeah, you see daylight because
there's a camera shot from left field looking in. And from that angle, it appeared that the right foot came off the bag and the tag was still applied. And that's the other part, too. We mention it so many times. With the replay that's available, it behooves an infielder to stay with the tag forever. in case that runner does get off balance and his foot comes off the bag.
So Fisher going to be able to throw some pitches while the replay operations center takes a look. And they're going to have to zoom in here because the call on the field is safe. So is there enough evidence? Is there conclusive evidence to overturn it? It certainly looks like the foot pops up. But does the spike or spikes of Pius' right cleat stay on the bag? That's the question that New York has to answer.
Well, so many times we say it can be a game of inches. This may be in millimeters.
I think based on the looks that we're seeing, it looks like the cleat stay.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Toronto will lose their challenge.
So, by a spike or two, Andy Pages remains safe on second after the stolen base, and the Blue Jays lose their challenge.
Well, good thing that Pages is wearing shoes that have rather long spikes.
Truthfully, I mean, that was the difference there.
The difference years ago when you would go on artificial surface, you would not have, you wouldn't pack the shoes to go on that road trip, for example, with the long spikes. You want shorter spikes.
So Pies on second. Full count for Muncy. 2 outs in the fifth. 3-1 Dodgers. Here's the pitch from Fisher. Muncy rips it down the right field line, but it hooks into the net foul. And so Max was ready to go, a little too ready for that 3-2 pitch. Fisher sets up. Ball at the belly button. Pages dancing off second base. Muncy stoic in the batter's box. And time is called by Tyler Heineman, the catcher.
I'm a believer that right here, if you've got a hitter, you got 2 outs, you got 2 strikes. Just get the good lead. Don't be dancing around because you're right in the sight line. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. You're right in the sight line of your hitter.
Something Pages does consistently. Here's another payoff pitch. Pages watches Muncy spoil this one foul. Dribbles toward the Blue Jay dugout. Well, Andy Pages, he got on first with a base hit off Varland. That came on the 8th pitch. The next offering from Braden Fisher to Max Muncy will be the 8th, and we got pitch count problems.
Can you believe Fisher lost track of the count?
Yep, pitch count problems, and that's Max Muncy saying that's 2, right? Is that he disengaged twice? Is that now we watch the home plate umpire Sean Barber call for somebody from the Toronto dugout. Tyler Heineman, the catcher, Fisher, the pitcher.
Yeah.
This is the second time this series we have seen this for the Blue Jays.
Well, I would be a proponent for the rules. Look, if your pitch count stops working during a half inning, you have to go to the physical signs.
Yeah, because
fix it during the next half inning.
Because a lot of the rule changes, right, were designed to increase the action, the pace of play in the game. And we have this kind of stuff. It's like, all right, one time, if you can't fix it, then go to the signs in the inning or take care of it in the dugout after. Full count on Muncy. The 8th pitch from Fisher. Misses outside, ball 4. The inning continues in the 5th for the Dodgers. Miguel Rojas will come to the plate with runners on first and second. Feels like Fisher's been in the game a while. That was just his first batter faced. He had the stolen base and then the challenge and the review and then the pitch count problems. Miguel Rojas 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored today. 3-1 Dodgers, bottom of the 5th. The pitch, swing and a foul ball. A miss and a ball in the dirt. Strike 1 either way on Miguel Rojas. Fisher open stance, first base out of the rubber. Ball behind his back. Pitch calm again.
No, he's getting called for ball violation.
One and one. The pitch. Rojas fouls it away. First base side. A ball and 2 strikes. Dino Ebel signaling to Andy Pajes, the runner on second. Max Muncy on first. Infield back for the Blue Jays. 2 outs in the 5th. The Dodgers ahead by 2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that gets Fisher and the Blue Jays out of the inning. The Dodgers strand 2 more base runners. They have now left 8 men on in 5 innings. Going to the 6th.
Wow. It's like an Academy Award came to life. How long do you think that took to get ready?
You know, it's really not fun facing a guy with that kind of stuff, I'll just tell you that.
Presented without comment.
It's a raft. It's got an outboard motor. It's got a little barbecue. And it's got a hot tub.
Look at that.
I mean, come on.
American ingenuity.
That is living. What else can go wrong here?
Where are the Angels in the outfield? They're everywhere.
Tyler Glasnow reclaims the mound, top of the 6th inning, facing Bichette, Guerrero, and Barger for the Blue Jays. The Dodgers' lead is just 2, 3-1 in the finale. First pitch to Bichette. Fastball low, ball 1. Padres have pushed their lead against the Red Sox. It's now 4-0 San Diego. Bottom of the 6th. Bases are loaded for the Friars. Swinging a foul ball into the net, 1-1. You have 2 first-place teams here at Dodger Stadium, 2 second-place teams at Petco Park. Dodgers and Blue Jays leading the Padres and Red Sox, respectively, by 3 games in their respective divisions. Glasnow at 77 pitches here at the start of the 6th inning. The 1-1 to Bichette. And that's a base hit to left field. Tying run will come to the plate with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So why we keep referencing the missed opportunities the Dodgers had early in the game, Mo, is for situations like this, because now instead of having a more comfortable lead, you have the tying run at the plate, and the Blue Jays' best hitter is digging in.
Yeah, Dodgers action in their bullpen. I mean, 2 huge double plays in this ball game have really helped Glasnow, the Dodgers.
First pitch not close. Breaking ball in the left-handed batter's box. 1-0 on Guerrero. Anthony Banda celebrating his birthday today. He's getting loose in the Dodger bullpen. 80th pitch of the afternoon for Glasnow. Swung on and tapped back to the mound. Fielded by Glasnow. He'll flip it underhand to Freddie Freeman for out number 1. Bichette advances to second on the play. It's basically a swinging bunt for Guerrero.
Hey, one of the nights coming up on August 26th is going to be Salvadoran Heritage Night. Cincinnati Reds will be in town, so enjoy vibrant pregame performances and claim an exclusive Salvadoran Night jersey with a special ticket package that is available. Check it out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Now Addison Barger is 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. Runner on second, 1 out in the 6th, 3-1 Dodgers. First pitch from Glasnow. Clips the outside corner, strike 1. Power against power here. Glasnow against Barger. Breakout third baseman for the Blue Jays. 25 doubles, a triple, and 17 home runs in his first 94 games. Glasnow delivers a fastball at the knee. Strike 2 taken by Barger, who asked for time. He is slugging .505 is Barger. Was one of their top prospects when he debuted last year. 25-year-old checks his swing. It doesn't matter. Called strike 3. Down the pipe from Glasnow at 95. That's out number 2.
This has been the same offense in this series for Toronto. And they came in with a 3-game lead over Boston. 5.5 in front of New York. Well, New York ran into problems again. And their manager, Aaron Boone, was ejected for the 5th time this year.
First pitch to Ty France, fouled over the net, strike 1.
So things are getting tense in pinstripes.
And both boroughs in New York. I mean, the Mets have really hit the skids, too. And again, they got walked off in Milwaukee. Edwin Diaz hadn't given up a run in 2 months, and then Isaac Collins clips him for a walk-off home run. The Brewers got some devil magic going this year, folks. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Ty France can't catch up to that Glasnow heater at 96. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Bo Bichette is on second base. Could be the final batter for Glasnow today. His 86th pitch, an 0-2 to France. A little flare. Shallow right field. That will drop down in front of Teoscar Hernandez. And the Blue Jays are within 1 on the blue base hit from Ty France in a 2-strike count. It's now 3-2 Dodgers. I mean, Freddie Freeman's reaction said it all at first base. Just kind of off the bat, he's like, "Hey, you kidding?" And that is the last batter for Glasnow. A lefty Varsho coming to the plate, and the Dodgers will bring in a lefty of their own in Anthony Banda, who was a J for a brief moment. Tyler Glasnow, 5 2/3 innings. He will give the ball to the Dodger manager and leave with a 3-2 lead. He's responsible for France on first base. Dodger Stadium giving...
You've worked hard this season, Aquarius, and everyone's paying attention to your star turn in the game. You normally like to stay out of the spotlight, but like many other aquarium baseball legends before you, it's time to accept your status as a standout player and all of the praise that comes with it. Use this momentum to finish out the season on a high note.
Spectrum.
Hey, it's a Lourdes Gurriel dog.
That's a nice touch.
Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fish is all around Southern California. 5 2/3 for Glasnow. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 8 Ks, 86 pitches. He's now going to hope Anthony Banda can strand the runner on first, Ty France. Check swing. Dalton Varsho held up ball 1 from Banda. Ty France with a bloop base hit and make it a 1-run ball game. 3-2. The Dodger lead down to 1. A lot of game left as Banda deals. Gets a foul ball back into the net. And certainly, I'm not talking. I don't bring this up with the result in mind, just the feel. That series finale, the day game against the Cardinals, it felt like the Dodgers were in control. Banda misses with the slider low and outside, 2 balls and a strike against Varsho. It felt like the lead was much bigger than it was, and then you see the bullpen get tagged in the late innings, and then you're going home and the Dodgers have lost the game. On a 2-1 pitch, Varsho pops it up on the infield. Going back from short, Mookie Betts. 8 feet onto the grass. Falls back and squeezes the final out of the inning. So France is left on the bases, but the Blue Jays get a run. It's 3-2 Dodgers in the middle of the 6th.
When you want down.
It's a 5-man umpiring crew here today. And this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yeah, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net. It's prime time.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
A little tumble behind the mound, hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
3-2 Dodgers, bottom of the 6th, is brought to you by the hardworking Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. New pitcher for the Blue Jays, another one going in back-to-back games. Sir Anthony Dominguez pitched 2/3 of an inning yesterday, 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 22 pitches. First pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1 on Alex Call. The Dodgers sending Call, Ohtani, and Betts to the plate here in the 6th. And what's now a 1-run game. The 0-for-2 Call, waiting on a 1-0 pitch. Upstairs.
Dominguez last night came in the 6th inning. He got roughed up 2/3. The 2 runs, of course, he walked 3. One of those was intentional.
Two balls, no strikes, the pitch. Call takes a strike, 97 down the middle. Here comes the 2-1. Call swings through, strike 2, 97 down the middle. Call flew out to right field in the 2nd, then struck out swinging in the 3rd. Justin Robleski is up in the Dodger bullpen. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back, 97 down the middle. Call frustrated that he couldn't do anything with it, except stay alive for at least one more. Another 2-2. Call strikes out swinging. We'll pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
It's the 8th Dodgers strikeout of the ball game. More pitch com problems for the Blue Jays. They got to bring another one out for another pitcher. What's interesting is because aren't the Blue Jays owned by like a comms company?
Well, next time. As a suggestion, pack more batteries.
I don't know. They got to figure something out. Shohei Ohtani, the batter. 1 out, bases empty, bottom 6. The Dodgers 3, the Blue Jays 2. The Dodgers got their first run thanks to Ohtani. Led off the game with his 9th leadoff blast, 41st home run of the season to pull into a tie with Kyle Schwarber. Swings and misses. Strike 1 for Dominguez. Both Schwarber and Ohtani are looking up at Cal Raleigh, the Mariners, who went deep again. Switch hitting catcher at 45 home runs now this year. On the 0-1, Ohtani takes. Ball 1 outside. Dodgers have had 13 base runners, but only 3 have come home. 8 left on base, hence just the 1-run lead. The 1-1 pitch from Dominguez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Back-to-back splitters from Dominguez, he's got 100 in the tank if he uses the fastball. He certainly abused Alex Call with the heater, the previous batter. Now on a 1-2, Ohtani watches Dominguez miss in the dirt with a splitter. That squares the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind's blowing out towards right center. No clouds above Dodger Stadium. We see a couple hanging out in the distance beyond the San Gabriels. Dodgers trying to finish a sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays. They would love some insurance. On a 2-2 pitch, Ohtani fouls it over the net to our left and to the loge level seats. Shohei has extended his hitting streak to now 9 straight to start the month of August. Another 2-2. Ohtani blisters the ball to right field. A 1-out single for Ohtani.
That was not a bad pitch. The blow was at a great swing.
Now Mookie Betts.
The new Mookie Betts.
Looks like the old Mookie Betts. And it is a beautiful sight for the Dodgers. He's extended his hitting streak to 5 games. He's got 2 singles today and a walk, so he's reached all 3 times. First pitch from Dominguez misses outside, ball 1. He has multiple hits in 3 of his last 5 games. A 1-0 from Dominguez. Mookie a little tardy on the fastball. Fouls it over the net. 1-1. One on, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dominguez misses downstairs with a heater at 97. 2-1. Ohtani and Betts have been aboard 6 out of 7 times combined today. The 2-1 pitch. Here's a strike. Splitter split the plate at the knees. Dominguez throws the first. Ohtani with a head-first slide. Right hand got there before Guerrero could put the tag down.
The breeze has shifted again, going from left to right. As soon as we say that, it starts to blow out towards center.
The winds have changed, and now a 2-2. Mookie with a line to left field, but it hangs up for Lope Perfito to make the catch. But another good pass from Betts.
Memo to Mookie Betts. Keep that swing.
Yep. And now they hope Will Smith can find his. You know, baseball's funny, isn't it? And Will Smith has carried the offense into the month of August. Well, right now as Ohtani has gotten going, Betts, Freeman, and really Teoscar Hernandez, those 4 guys starting to click for the first time, it seems, all season long. Well, now Will Smith is in his first cold stretch of the year. He is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout and a double play. Ohtani running for second. Throw down from second. Not in time. A stolen base for Shohei. That's number 17 for number 17. He gets into scoring position for Smith, who's now on a 1-0 count.
There's so many different dimensions to the game of Shohei Ohtani.
Smith now 0 for his last 13. Has a chance to snap that skid and give the Dodgers a run right back. It's 3-2 now. The Blue Jays scored a run in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers trying to do the same in the bottom of the 6th. Dominguez out of the stretch. Pulls ball 2, low and away.
Close games are all big runs, but this one could be really big.
Smith has been so clutch all year and throughout his career in these spots. The 2-0 pitch he is watching all the way. It's a fastball down the middle at 97. Came up with the bases loaded and 1 out in the second inning. It was a 3-0 count. He swung 3-0 and he popped it up to right field. Couldn't bring home a run. It's been a tough day so far. 2-1 from Dominguez. 97 at the knees. It's called ball 3. Wow, that is a gift.
That's a strike.
That is a strike. Comfortably. Can Smith take advantage? Ohtani on second, the 3-1. Swinging a foul ball back. 97 center cut. Strike 2. This year with runners in scoring position, Smith batting close to 350. 346, an OPS north of 1,000. On a 3-2, Smith watches ball 4 in the dirt. He passes the baton to Freddie Freeman. Freeman comes to the plate 2 for 3. And a tie-breaking homer in the first inning that gave the Dodgers the lead. It was the best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Blue Jays making yet another pitching change. First and second, 2 outs, bottom 6, 3-2 LA. Freddie.
You know, in Boston, every now and then you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Any large Shakey's Pizza. Way to go, Hefe. Feed more for $5 at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Brendan Little, one of the left-handers in the Blue Jay bullpen, will come on to face the Dodgers lefty, Freddie Freeman. We saw Little in the first game, and the lights were really bright at Dodger Stadium, Mo.
Well, for Little, he faced 4 batters. Did not record an out and got charged with 3 runs.
First and second, 2 outs, bottom 6, 3-2 Dodgers. Little looks back at Ohtani, comes home to Freeman. Both runners go. Ohtani to third, the throw down there in time to get him, and Ohtani is saying
Well, Ohtani then came off the bag. He was going to be out anyway. That's just, you're already in scoring position. It's a one-run game, and you got Freddie Freeman as the batter. Why be running?
The Dodgers aggressive, perhaps.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the 7th brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game day, it is group day at Shakey's.com. It is a beautiful day at Dodger Stadium. Most of them are. The Dodgers 3, the Blue Jays 2. Dodgers need 9 more outs to sweep the Blue Jays. Justin Robleski comes out of the bullpen. Ball 1 up and away to Ernie Clement. Facing the bottom of the order here in the top of the 7th is Robleski. Robleski's next offering at the top of the zone called ball 2.
Well, attempting to steal third base, left-handed batter. It's a free, easy throw for the third baseman, or make that the catcher to go to third.
Fastball from Robleski, 2-1.
And you run yourself out of an inning in a one-run game?
That's the second time this year Ohtani's been caught attempting to steal third base. 2-1, swinging a foul ball back. That squares the count 2-2.
And we might add, that's with Freddie Freeman, left-handed pitcher on the mound or not.
And you have Little, who was, again, shaking in his boots. His first appearance at Dodger Stadium Friday night, comes on in a big spot in this inning, and you help him out. I mean, and he did not record an out on Friday. Maybe see him record one here today. I get what they're trying to do, right? Being aggressive, get 2 in a scoring position with Freeman at the plate. In theory, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Clement here for Robleski. It's just a 3-2 game. The tying runs at the plate here for Toronto. Strike 3 called, 96 at the knees. Clement was running down to first base trying to sell it, but I think deep down he knew that was strike 3. Be a pinch hitter now instead of Joey Loperfido, and bring in the right-handed hitting Miles Straw to face Robleski.
Pinch hitter number 3, Miles Straw.
Straw 0 for 5 in the series. First pitch is fouled away to our right, strike 1. Straw hitting .254 this year, OPS of .631 in his 98 games. He waves at strike 2, a 4-seam fastball from Robleski at 98 on the inner third. Tipped into the glove, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Justin Robleski. Now 10 Ks in the game for the Blue Jays. And Mo, that was a huge part of our conversation last night as the Dodgers struck out 14 Jays in game 2. It was the first time the Blue Jays had struck out at least 10 times since July 12th, and they've now done it in back-to-back contests.
Yeah.
Ball 1 low.
Struck out 7 times in the first game of the series.
At the bottom of the order now, switch hitting catcher Tyler Heineman. Batting from the right side. It's it on the ground, up the middle and through into center field for a 2-out single. And Tyler Heineman has reached for a second time today. And you hear his cheering section because Heineman is a Southern California kid. Born in Pacific Palisades. And went to Windward School for high school and then on to UCLA for his college ball. So a homecoming. And he's got a hit. Another pinch hitter for the Blue Jays. Alejandro Kirk, right-handed hitting catcher, former All-Star. And Dave Roberts is coming out of the Dodger dugout. 11 pitches from Wrobleski, and that'll be all. Dodgers making a change. They'll bring in Ben Kasparius to try and get the last out of the 7th inning. 3-2 LA to tie.
Anytime we can put on these uniforms, the same ones that those guys played before us in the Negro Leagues, it's an honor to put it on and to share this field with them.
It's a piece of history, so I mean, to be able to wear it present day is honestly an unreal feeling.
Once the lights are on and the anthem takes place and you're standing there on the line, it'll sink in as to what this moment really means, because I do think it's a meaningful day.
Uh-oh, the game in trouble. Started out small and it can be double.
Ben Kasparius with his 36th appearance now. First 35 games, 7-4, ERA 4.83, 69 innings pitched, 63 strikeouts, 16 walks. Opponents hitting .259 against him. Dodgers up on Toronto by a single run. 3-2, top of the 7th. Tying run on. Tyler Heineman on first base. Alejandro Kirk, the pitch hitting catcher, at the plate. The pitch from Kasparius. Misses outside. Ball 1. Kirk started the first 2 games of this series. 0 for 7 with a walk so far. Still hitting .298 on the year. Kasparius deals. Swinging tapper to the right side. Rojas over to his left. Shuffles and throws on to Freddie Freeman. And there's the final out of the inning. Ben Kasparius gets the job done. Blue Jays strand the tying run on base. 3-2 Dodgers as we stretch in LA.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that?
What
is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Brendan Little came out of the bullpen in the bottom of the 6th. First and second, 2 outs. It's a lefty to face Freddie Freeman. The Dodgers tried a double steal. Ohtani was thrown out going to third. And so Little got out of the inning without recording an out. without having to face a batter officially. So Freddie Freeman will lead off the bottom of the 7th with the Dodgers on top 3-2. Changes for Toronto in the field. Alejandro Kirk remains in the game as the catcher. Tyler Heineman's day is done. Davis Schneider comes off the bench. He's now in left field. Miles Straw, who pinch hit in the last half inning, he is in right. And so Blue Jays bench down to Buddy Kennedy. Freddie Freeman 1 for 2. 2 RBIs. First pitch fouled away. And the Loge level 2 are left, strike 1. Solo home run in the first inning made it 2-1 Dodgers. Bases loaded walk in the second made it 3-1 Dodgers. It's now 3-2. Dodgers without a run since that walk. Little hooks, ball 1 low and outside. Nine runners left on base by the Dodgers today. 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The 1-1 pitch. Freeman bounces it to the right side. Guerrero comes in from first, and he calls off Little. He could do that all by himself. Steps on the bag for out number 1.
Well, looking ahead is going to be Shohei Ohtani 50-50 bobblehead night on the 27th of this month. That's when the Cincinnati Reds come in. So fans can take home the second of 2 Ohtani 50-50 bobbleheads presented by Tokyo Electron. So make your plans to join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 3 with a double today. Takes the first pitch downstairs, ball 1. Hernandez 2 for 10 this series against his old club. Pitch from Little. Oh, back foot breaking ball. Went to the backstop, but Hernandez had started his swing, couldn't check up, went around, and that's strike 1. That's got to be such an empty feeling as a hitter. Like the pitch wasn't close, and you hear it clang off the backstop, and you still had a strike put on the board for you.
Yep.
I didn't mean to bring up old stuff, Mo. I apologize. Ball 2 low and outside.
It's all right. I'll do some digging. I've got a guy.
On a 2-1 pitch, Hernandez swings, hits a ball on the ground to second base. Stopped at second there by Clement, but then he boots it, and it dribbles away. So Teoscar Hernandez is going to reach with 1 out in the 7th.
Well, it's the second time in this ball game that we've seen a player. Pages did it earlier in the game where a ball's on the ground, you're reaching down with your glove to get it, and not with your bare hand or both hands. I mean, that's taught in Little League.
So get over if you're Clement. Get over there quickly, set your feet, get it with 2 hands. Because he's going to his backhand side. So, and the Dodgers are going to pinch run for Teoscar Hernandez. And Teo and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. have a playful slap fight off first base as Hernandez is sub 4. Justin Dean is going to be the pinch runner. Scored a base hit for Teo, so he exits the ball game 2 for 4. Justin Dean has played in all 3 games of this series. Struck out in his lone plate appearance last night. It was his first major league plate appearance. It's still a special weekend for Dean and his family who are in attendance. 3-2 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th. 1 on, 1 out. Little throws over to first to keep Dean close to the bag. In the minor leagues this year, Dean has 25 stolen bases in 32 attempts. Perhaps not quite as fast as Esteury Ruiz, but still, he's got some wheels to burn. He will stay for this pitch. Ground ball to left side. This could be 2. Pages is booking it down the line, and he will beat out the throw. Good slide from Dean to impact the throw in the turn from Clement there, Mo.
You know, you can't take out the second baseman or the shortstop any longer. It's a great rule because it keeps players healthy and on the field. But if you're the second baseman, boy, you can hear the footsteps of the guy getting closer and closer as you're waiting for the feed from your shortstop.
So Pages trades places with Dean. So Dean comes on to use his legs and his wheels, and he doesn't have a chance to. 2 outs. Pages on first. First pitch inside to Max Muncy. They called that a strike. And by they, I mean Sean Barber. Okay. Next pitch from Little. Low and outside. 1-1.
For the Blue Jays in the 8th. Bichette, Guerrero, and Barger. Numbers 2, 3, and 4.
On a 1-1, Muncy swings and hits it on the ground to first. Scooped up there by Guerrero. Well played by the first baseman. He kind of gobbled it up in the midsection. Steps on the bag once again and retires the side in the 7th. Another runner left on base for the Dodgers. 10 in the first 7 innings. We go to the 8th with the Dodgers.
Right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Blake Trinan takes the ball for the top of the 8th inning. The Dodgers hanging on to a 3-2 lead. This is the most fearsome part of the Blue Jays lineup. 2, 3, and 4. Bichette, Guerrero, Barger. Strike one from Blake Trinan to Bichette. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a nasty breaking ball. Bichette wasn't even close. The ball skipped into the left-handed batter's box and toward the Blue Jays dugout.
That's just guessing. Dead red fastball. And you commit early and it's like, uh-oh.
Just sorcery stuff from Trinan. Now the 0-2. And Bichette gets a piece of a breaking ball in that foul to stay alive. Justin Dean remains in the game after pinch running for Teoscar Hernandez. Dean is now patrolling center field. That pushes Pages over to right where Hernandez was. 0-2. Trinan deals. Bichette swings and fouls it to the backstop. Second time we've seen Trinan in this series, Mo. He pitched the final inning of the series opener. Wasn't a save situation, but 4-run lead for the Dodgers. It was just good to see Trinan work a clean frame. He did give up one hit, but no runs. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pumped a fastball by him at 96.
On that at bat, Bichette saw one strike. That was the last one. First 3 were sliders off the plate, and he offered it all 3 of them.
Now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is 1 for 3, an RBI double back in the first inning, and a strikeout and a ground out. But Trinan got the first out, the all-important first out. First pitch strike to Guerrero.
I doubt if we see any dainty swings from Guerrero.
He certainly won't from Addison Barge, who's in the on-deck circle.
No, neither one of them.
The 0-1. Guerrero with a big swing and a miss. 98 with sink to the arm side. I mean, Blake Trinan is just absurd. Third base side of the rubber. Trinan sets and deals. And Guerrero hits it toward left center field. Dean on the run. This ball is back, and this ball is gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a game-tying solo home run here in the top of the 8th inning. That was an absolute laser on an 0-2 pitch. And that resets the ball game 3-3.
Well, that's what we were talking about. You're not going to see a dainty swing, and especially when you hang a slider right down the middle on an 0-2 pitch.
And all day we've been talking about the Dodgers leaving base runners on and squandering opportunities to give themselves some breathing room. Here we are in a tie game. Now Addison Barger, first pitch swinging / foul on the left field side. Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. The 0-1 to Barger. And this ball is crushed to right field. Andy Pages will turn and watch it fly. The Blue Jays have turned the game around on back-to-back blasts from Guerrero and Barger off Trinan. The Dodgers now trail.
Back-to-back batters in this Blue Jay offense has basically been sitting on their hands the first 2 games and through 7 innings today. But, boy, they got some pitches to hit here in the 8th inning, and that's another hanging slider right down the middle.
He has put the last 2 home runs on tees for the Blue Jays to their 2 best power hitters. 4-3 Toronto, 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1 to Ty France. On the ground, foul. 1-1.
All of a sudden, this ballpark got very quiet. Got quiet after back-to-back boom booms.
Sure, the folks listening all day didn't like to hear about it, but you kept bringing it up because you had a feeling that it was going to come back to bite the Dodgers. Ground ball to short. Mookie Betts off the dirt with the backhand. Throws to Freeman. There's out number 2.
Yep.
It's just now it is really similar to the game I was talking about, the game you called, the series finale against the Cardinals. They had so many chances to put St. Louis away on Wednesday. They did not. And the Cardinals came back and ultimately walked away with a win.
Yeah, because they had opportunities and the door was just left open. St. Louis came up with 2 in the 8th and 1 more in the 9th and won it 5-3.
Swing and a miss, strike 1, Dalton Varsho. 4-3, the Blue Jays have taken the lead in the top of the 8th.
Well, there's some things today that leave you scratching your head with this Dodger ball club. I'm certain on the Toronto side you can say the same.
Swinging a foul ball, quickly 0-2.
But
I would maybe stay away from the slider here, Blake.
Back-to-back hitters, I mean, you get hanging breaking balls. I mean, right down the middle. And we were talking about, hey, here's 2 guys back-to-back. There's going to be absolutely nothing dainty about their swings.
Correct. The 0-2 pitch. It is not the slider. It's a fastball, but it's a ball. So Blake Trinan is still yet to find it off the injured list. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the top of the 8th inning, but the Blue Jays have grabbed the lead. Back-to-back solo home runs from Guerrero Jr. and Barger. So now the Dodgers have to rally. Rojas, Call, and Ohtani due up when we come back.
AM 570. LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Today's game is brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. We're into the last 2, as in the last 2 innings. And the Dodgers are now down in the ballgame, 4-3 Toronto. Yadiel Rodriguez comes out of the bullpen. He'll face the bottom of the Dodger order. Instead of Miguel Rojas, Alex Freeland will pinch hit. Rodriguez pitched yesterday as well. So he's going in back-to-back contests. His first pitch is upstairs, ball 1 on Freeland. Rodriguez just a third of an inning. 2 hits and a walk. He's eventually charged with 4 earned runs. Freeland, the switch hitter on the left side. The 1-0 pitch to him. That stays upstairs, ball 2. Dodgers down a run, down to their final 6 outs at the plate. Ball 3 up and away. And not particularly close. The 3-0 pitch. Freeland takes outside, just got the corner. Strike 1. Ooh. Maybe cut across the plate, but that was a good take from Freeland. On a 3-1 pitch, Freeland watches. That is comfortably ball 4 outside. Tying run on for the Dodgers.
Well, is this a spot? You know, bunts, sacrifice bunts, has not really been the bread and butter for teams, you know, in the modern era. But is this a spot you're going to do it? And I say that because, okay, you're down by a run. You're in the 8th inning. You have Ohtani, Betts, and possibly Smith to follow.
Barger at the corner at third base, ready to crash. Call squares up, gets it down to the right side. Fielded by Rodriguez. He picks it up and he throws to first for the out. But a perfect sac bunt for Alex Call, right on cue for you, partner.
Absolute textbook. Runner at first, you bunt the ball to the right side. Runner at first and second. Runner at second trying to advance, and you bunt the ball to third. Make the third baseman come in.
And now the top of the order. Tying run in scoring position for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani at the plate. Mookie Betts on deck.
Well, they're going to take the bat out of the hands again of Ohtani.
Again, we've said it 3 times now. The Blue Jays, they're not going to be shy on these spots. If first base is open, they'll put Ohtani on base. But now you got to face Mookie Betts, who in his career now has made it consistent that if you walk somebody intentionally in front of me, this is Mookie talking, I'm going to make you pay.
And here's the other part, too, is you can't blame the Toronto Blue Jays for having that theory to begin with, because prior to them coming in, a couple of games ahead of that, their arrival, but Mookie Betts was not really the Mookie Betts that we have seen in the past. Well, he has swung the bat much better. You can see the confidence really growing. And now here's a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Mookie Betts is 2 for 3 with a walk. And the one time he was retired, it was a line out to left field.
I can't hear you, Dodger fans. I can't hear you.
First and second, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Toronto leading the Dodgers 4-3. Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. And the suddenly scorching Mookie Betts digs in. Rodriguez sets, looks back, and deals. Betts takes the first pitch downstairs, ball 1.
Well, you've got decent speed. Freeland at second. The outfield not particularly deep in left. Everybody else normal.
Rodriguez's 1-0 pitch is in there. A strike. Just catches the outside corner. Levels the count 1-1.
Well, third baseman Barger guarding the line. He's only about maybe 4.5 to 5 feet off the foul line and playing deep behind the bag at third.
The 1-1 pitch. In off the hands. Called strike 2. That caught the inside corner. In fact, that was a better pitch than the one prior, which was called strike 1. So Betts falls behind. 2 on, 1 out. A 1-2 pitch. Betts strikes out swinging. 2 gone.
And with the slider well off the plate outside. Dodgers now 1 for 7 today. Runners in scoring position.
And that's going to be all for Yadiel Rodriguez. It's 2 outs in the 8th inning, and they're going to go to their closer. Jeff Hoffman with a game on the line in the bottom of the 8th. Toronto up on the Dodgers 4-3. The Dodgers with 2 runners on and 2 out. Will Smith will bat when we come back.
Hey, it's a Lourdes Gurriel dog.
That's a nice touch.
Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newtbar fan. What a present for Mom. Oh my goodness, look at this guy.
Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah.
And then just shot putting it. Block when there's nobody on base. There's a little debate for Domo and Kim watching the replay together.
That's beautiful,
isn't it?
The People's Pizza Park.
It's the right-hander Jeff Hoffman coming on. 2 on, 2 out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. Will Smith, the batter. The Dodgers down by a run. The first pitch from Hoffman is in the dirt, ball 1. This year, Hoffman is 6-4, 26 saves, and his ERA 4.56. The problem this year has been the home run ball. 38 hits allowed, 10 of them have been homers. Will Smith 0 for his last 13, though he did walk his most recent trip to the plate. The pitch is in there, strike 1.
Hoffman has really been tough for the middle of the orders. Numbers 3, 4, and 5 hitters the last 3 years. Just 171 batting average.
Freeland on second. Ohtani on first. The 1-1 pitch. Smith pulls the hands back at the last moment. A fastball just a little high. Ball 2. First looks at Hoffman as a Blue Jay for the Dodgers, but Hoffman began his career with the Rockies. 2 balls and a strike, the pitch. Up and in, ball 3. Freddie Freeman on deck. The Blue Jays took the lead with back-to-back home runs off Blake Trinan in the top of the 8th inning. Now the bottom half, the Dodgers looking to respond. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That was the slider.
Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead run on first. They will get a head start. The 3-2 to Smith in the dirt. Check swing. He held up. Ball 4. The bases are loaded.
Came back with another slider, and Will Smith had a notion, but he was able to stop the swing in time.
Dodgers Stadium stands to its feet. Freddie Freeman with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Dodgers down a run. The pitch from Hoffman. Freeman fouls it behind us. Strike 1. Freddie today 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 ribbies. Hoffman's 0-1 pitch is in the dirt.
Freeman has faced Hoffman 7 times, has a couple of hits, including a double and a home run.
The 1-1 on the ground foul, first base side.
We don't see too many center fielders that are playing Freeman just ever so slightly to pull. We see most center fielders, especially with 2 strikes, playing the opposite way, but not the case here.
4-3 Toronto. Bases loaded for the Dodgers in the 8th. 2 out. A ball and 2 strikes on Freddie Freeman. Ball 2 upstairs. The 2-2 from Hoffman. Upstairs, ball 3. Full count. Bases loaded, 2 gone. Nowhere to put Freddie. The payoff pitch. Rocketed foul off the front of the Blue Jay dugout.
Yeah, and Freeman just kind of hitting his helmet. It was a close pitch, but that would have been ball 4. It was inside off the plate at 96.
Tying run 90 feet away. Go ahead run in scoring position. Another payoff pitch. Ball 4. Freddie Freeman with his second bases loaded walk of the game, and this game is now tied at 4.
Under the category and the heading of go figure. Now the Dodgers will go to the bench also. Michael Conforto is going to come on and pinch hit. So the guy that has been so tough on numbers 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order, opposing teams, a 171 batting average against. Numbers 3 and 4 today, with a game on the line, walks them back to back.
Michael Conforto had a double, a walk, and was hit by a pitch last night. He reached in all 3 plate appearances. He grabs a bat to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th. 4-4 ball game. The bases are still loaded for the Dodgers. Go ahead run on third. Here's the pitch. Conforto watches upstairs. Ball 1. The Dodgers with 10 walks in the game. The most recent bases loaded free pass to Freeman. Now Ohtani on third. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, well snared by Kirk, the catcher. He had to reach across in the left-handed batter's box to keep that in front of him. All game we've been talking about the Dodgers wasting opportunities, leaving men on. And they flip the script in the 8th. Ball 3 inside.
Well, this is not a green light situation. Not with 2 walks back-to-back in front of you and the count 3-0.
The light could not be more red for Michael Conforto or any Dodger in this spot. Bases loaded. The 3-0 from Hoffman is on the inside corner. A strike. A fastball at 96. Ohtani, Smith, and Freeman on the bases. Conforto in the batter's box. with the game tied at 4. Hoffman deals. Conforto swings and pops it straight up. Back behind home plate, Kirk tosses the mask, and he makes the catch to end the 8th inning. For the second time today, the Dodgers leave the bases loaded. But they get a run to tie things up. It's 4-4. Go.
Baseball continues on its official home.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Alex Vesia on the mound for the top of the ninth. The Dodgers and Blue Jays tied at 4. The first pitch of the inning, cracked in the air to left field and deep. Conforto at the wall. It's gone! Ernie Clement ambushes Alex Vesia, and Toronto is right back on top. Ernie Clement with home runs in back-to-back games. That one comfortably the biggest of the two. It's 5-4 Toronto.
Well, that didn't take long.
Blake Trinan and Alex Vesia serving up home runs in the 8th and 9th inning. And the Dodgers once again trail by a run. My goodness. Now Miles Straw. Bottom of the order here for the Blue Jays. Ernie Clement just homered out of the 7th spot. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a double play. And he greets Alex Vesia with a first pitch home run. The first pitch to Straw is a ball. So too is the next pitch. Top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. Cars with a K to donate your car today. The pitch. Outside. Ball 3. This is, again, too eerily and frustratingly similar to the series finale against the Cardinals. Different kind of bird. But the Blue Jays with the same vibes. There's a strike from Vesia, 3-1. Here's the pitch. There's strike 2, full count. Vesia's payoff. Strike 3 called. 1 out in the 9th.
And Hoffman, the closer, will have a chance to redo the 9th inning.
Outfield looks different for the Dodgers in the 9th. Michael Conforto in left. Andy Pages back to center. Call in right with Dean out of the ball game. Davis Schneider, his first plate appearance. This is the 9th spot where Heineman was. 0-1 on the ground. Stopped by Muncy on a backhand. It's a fair ball, and Schneider will reach, but Muncy just prevented extra bases. That was a hot shot down the third base line. Muncy dove toward the line, stopped it with the backhand, had no throw as it dribbled away from him. So it's a one-out base hit for Schneider.
Yeah, it's a tough play to make, and it keeps it to a single. The ball gets by him, as you mentioned, it's going to be at least a double.
Lineup turns over. Alejandro Kirk, the batter, his second plate appearance after pinch hitting in the 7th. Vessia's first pitch, a strike. Fastball at 92 down the middle. Blue Jays 5, Dodgers 4. Blue Jays hit back-to-back home runs in the 8th off Blake Trinan, both on his sweeper. Trinan gave up 1 home run all last year on that pitch. Gave up back-to-back bombs here today on said offering. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kirk drops to a knee. Dodger Stadium giving it to him after that. But he and the Blue Jays are leading 5-4. Then here in the 9th, after the Dodgers just tied it, Freddie Freeman with a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 8th. 4-4, and then the first pitch, Alex Vesia threw. Ernie Clement absolutely hammered it to left field for a go-ahead home run. So 2 runs in the 8th, 1 run in the 9th, and the Blue Jays still working. 1 on, 1 out. Upstairs, 1-2. Padres are up on the Red Sox 6-2. They're 2 outs away from a series win. If the scores hold and the Dodgers lead the division, it would go back down to 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 gone for Vesia in the 9th. Bo Bichette, the batter. 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 runs scored. Vesia misses upstairs, ball 1. Vesia out of the stretch, runner on first, 2 gone. The Dodgers trailing 5-4. Bichette swings and fouls a strike back into the net.
Well, Bichette with just 2 hits in this entire series, and they don't need him to get on base right now either. Guerrero, who homered in the 8th, waiting on deck.
Here's the 1-1. Bichette can't lay off the high fastball. He fouled it back. It's strike 2. That would have been a ball. Of course, Bo Bichette, that's part of his game. He likes to swing the bat. Very aggressive as a hitter. (5-4) Toronto. Vesia's 1-2 pitch to Bichette. A bouncer to the right side. Gobbled up at second by Freeland. He goes to first for the final out of the inning. But the first batter, Ernie Clement, ambushed Alex Vesia and gave Toronto a 5-4 lead. The Dodgers will have 3 outs to rally in the bottom of the 9th next.
LA's best sports star.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
It's Lourdes Gurriel Dawn.
That's a nice touch.
Pena power.
The perils of wearing earrings when you've got netting on the field.
That young fan, not a Newt Bar fan. What a present for Mom. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Uso, yeah, Jay Uso, yeah.
Ended up just shot putting it. Not blocked when there's nobody on base. There's a little debate for Domo and Kim watching the replay together.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Promotions. You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Andy Pages, Max Muncy, and Alex Freeland due up in the bottom of the ninth inning. The Dodgers have 3 outs to rally once again. They did so in the bottom of the 8th, tied the game at 4, but then Toronto grabbed it right back on a home run off Alex Vesia. So 5-4 Blue Jays. Pages has been aboard twice today, a base hit and a walk. First pitch from Hoffman is a strike. Off the plate away at 97. Got a couple extra inches there, so strike one on Pages. Here's the 0-1 upstairs. Hoffman came in with 2 outs in the 8th inning to face Will Smith. Walked him. With the bases loaded, he walked Freddie Freeman and got Michael Conforto to pop out to end the 8th. Back out for the 9th. Trying to save the game for the Jays. He misses low and outside. 2-1 for Pages. A 2-1 pitch to Pages. In the dirt, ball 3.
This pitch has got to be right where you want it to offer right now.
I mean, Hoffman has thrown 22 pitches, just 8 have been strikes. He's got to prove it. The 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Tying run on base. The Blue Jays are going to get double barrel action going. Fluharty, the lefty, and Nance, the righty. Those are the last 2 arms available to John Fisher, the bullpen. Or John Schneider, excuse me. Pages on first base, Max Muncy to the plate.
And Tim, if we look at the outfield, here's a spot you would think, well, they're going to be in prevent doubles, which means you'd be playing, about 6 feet at least deeper than normal. Well, no, they're kind of normal depth.
Muncy 1 for 3 with a walk. Dodgers looking for their 9th walk-off win. First pitch from Hoffman. Misses outside, ball 1. 11 walks in the game, the most the Dodgers have had in any one contest since September of 2020. Hoffman deals. Muncy takes. Ball 2 outside. "25 pitches, still only 8 strikes for Jeff Hoffman. Looks back at Pages on first, being held there by Guerrero. The 2-0 pitch to Max Muncy is in the dirt, ball 3. And even the Blue Jay dugout, after every pitch, looking over at their manager. The 3-0. Muncy swings and rips it back foul. Strike 1.
I would imagine the Blue Jays are thinking, no, there's no way he's going to be swinging. And that was a pitch that Muncy would love to have back.
That was high. Muncy still in the driver's seat. 3 balls and a strike. Hoffman fires. Muncy takes ball 4. Another walk, and Hoffman looks to his own dugout.
That's a look at desperation. That's 12 walks the Dodgers have been issued in this ball game.
Alex Freeland with a chance to do something special.
Well, are you going to be sacrifice bunting? If you are, you need to bunt the ball to third. Make the third baseman come in and field it. Guerrero already in tightly on the grass at third. Just to the edge of the grass, Barger at third base.
Corners ready to come in. First and second, no outs in the ninth. The Dodgers trail. Freeland shows bunt. Gets it down to third. Fielded by Barger. He throws on the run for the out. But Alex Freeland does the job. Second and third with one out.
So now, where do you put the defense? Are you going to play in tightly, most likely, and try and shut off the run? Otherwise, you could get the bunt. And they are going to choke off the run.
Infield in for Alex Call. 5-4 Toronto. Second and third, one out the pitch. Low and outside. That's a ball. Shohei Ohtani is on deck. Call 0 for 3 with the sac bunt. On a 1-0 pitch. Call holds again. A ball again. 2-0.
He's missing not only with the fastball, but also with the breaking stuff. I mean, he's just searching and searching.
Tying run 90 feet away. Winning run on second. The 2-0 pitch to Call. Upstairs, ball 3.
Call will not get the green light. Not with Ohtani on deck.
Three balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Load him up for Shohei. An unbelievably miserable Sunday afternoon for Jeff Hoffman. He has loaded the bases in the bottom of the ninth. He hands the ball to his manager. Wait, not yet. Now he does. Pitching change for Toronto. Shohei Ohtani with a chance to tie it or walk it off when we come back.
At UCLA.
Dodgers trail 5-4. Bottom of the ninth inning. They have the bases loaded and only one out. Shohei Ohtani to the plate.
And no one is seated in this ballpark.
It's the left-hander Mason Fluharty taking the ball for Toronto. ERA of 5.23. Here's the first pitch. Ohtani takes strike one on the outer third. Ohtani 2 for 3 with a home run. Has twice been intentionally walked today. Pages, Muncy, and Call on the bases. The Dodgers need one run to tie it, another to win it. Check swing, he held up. And the Blue Jays can't believe that they lost that appeal.
No, a couple of guys jumped into the air, could not believe it. And for Ohtani, got a call in his direction.
A ball and a strike the pitch. And Ohtani flails at strike two. He chases a breaking ball low. Mookie Betts is on deck. The infield is in for Toronto, nursing a one-run lead. The pitch. Outside, off the pad of Kirk. Doesn't dribble far enough for Pages to come home. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled over the net.
That was a tough pitch to even foul off. That was a 90-plus up and in.
The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. It's upstairs. Ball three. That didn't miss by much.
Right side of the infield. Threw their hands up in the air again.
It's a 5-4 Blue Jay lead. Bases loaded, one out. Full count on Shohei Ohtani. Fluharty sets the payoff pitch. Spoiled, rolls foul. Beyond the Blue Jay dugout. We'll see at least one more.
Came back with a breaking ball.
The eighth pitch from Fluharty. Scalded foul, first base side into the net. Dodger Stadium, not a soul sitting. Everyone on their feet for the ninth pitch to Ohtani. Another 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. He chased what would have been ball four.
Well, it should have been the 14th walk in the ball game, and the tying run coming around, a swing and a miss. Ball almost on the ground, another breaking ball.
It's up to Mookie Betts. The Dodgers down to their last out. 5-4 Toronto in the bottom of the ninth. They're still loaded. Fluharty deals. Betts takes away. Ball one. Mookie 2 for 4 with a walk. The 1-0 pitch. Clips the outside corner. Evens the count. The Dodgers with 7 walks, but no hits in the last 2 innings. On the ground, left side. Barger to his left. He fields and throws, and that is the ball game. The Dodgers, for a third time today, can't come through with the bases loaded. They dropped the series finale by a final of 5-4. That game is hard to stomach. It is hard to believe. The Dodgers with 10 hits. They have 13 walks, and yet they lose.
Well, the other part, too, is they stranded 16 runners, and what would have been the 14th walk of the ball game wound up being on a 3-2 pitch down well out of the strike zone. A swing and a miss by Ohtani for the second out. So this is a very disappointing loss. It's a huge come from behind win and then hold on to it by the Toronto Blue Jays.